Hello, my band of crew, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be discussing the ending of Crash Team Rumble. If this is your first time coming to the channel, I release Crash Bandicoot content every weekend. We discuss lore, theories, news, we do tier lists and interviews, and I also have a Crash Bandicoot podcast. So if that sounds like something you might be interested in, maybe consider subscribing. So, my band of crew, here we are. We are in March of 2024, and Crash Team Rumble has got its final update. It's called Season 4 to some just called it the final update. I personally will be calling it Season 4. So, we've got 500 things to unlock in the Battle Pass, which include a bunch of stuff from previous seasons, and then a handful of skins and cosmetics from Season 4. Am I happy about Crash Team Rumble ending? Personally, I am not. I've seen a bunch of people say good riddance. We didn't need this game at all. I personally am of the belief that any Crash is good Crash. Even if it's a Crash game that you personally don't like, if the fandom is enjoying it, and it's getting more eyes on the series, I'm all for it. Crash Team Rumble wasn't my favorite game, but it's far from the worst Crash experience that I've ever had. The biggest downside to it ending right now is that they had 3 confirmed characters, pretty much 100% confirmed characters, that we will never get to play, simply because there won't be another update. Pinstripe, Tiny Tiger, and Nina Cortex were, again, not confirmed, but pretty much confirmed from data mines and stuff that we know in the game. But because it was the last update in the game, if the new characters they add broke the meta and were like way overpowered, there would not be another update to fix those characters. So instead of releasing the characters and potentially breaking the game, we have 3 finished characters that we just never get to see. That to me was a big missed opportunity. Would have loved to see Pinstripe in action. And Tiny we haven't seen for a while. Tiny would have been a lot of fun to play as. And Nina, to me, I feel like she would have been similar controlled to the alternate Tana. But the future of this game, I have seen some people say, oh, well, the game might get revived when Microsoft releases it on its gaming platform. Oh, it's free to play. I don't see that happening at all. The teams have already been dispersed. We already know that Toys for Bob went indie, and honestly, the likelihood of Crash Team Rumble getting a future update continuing on is probably less than 1% chance. So if you're hoping that happens, please, 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 just accept that the game is over. Like I said, the people have been split up, the workers. Toys for Bob is going indie, and based off of their final post, it seems to me, this isn't confirmed, this is just me going off of their final note to the fandom. I think that they're working on a new Spyro title, whether it be the fabled Spyro 4 or a new Spyro game completely. I think Toys for Bob is working on a new Spyro right now as an indie developer, and that Crash Team Rumble is no longer a priority to them. And that's pretty much it, Band of Crew. Now, if you want my opinion on the game and the seasons, I will say that overall, as the game progressed, I liked it more and more. I understand that it's essentially just a multiplayer mode for Crash Bandicoot 4, that they were using older assets and stuff. But then when we got Crash Bandicoot, or Spyro the Dragon stuff added into it, I enjoyed it more. Not to say that every Crash game needs Spyro content in it, but when they started adding stuff that wasn't just old Crash stuff, I started liking it more. We got some cool cosmetics, and the gameplay was fun. The only issues I have is the modes that they had. The party mode, it's really hard to get full parties. And the fact that there's no offline mode, and this is the first Crash Bandicoot game in the entirety of the franchise that doesn't have an offline single-player campaign / story mode. And to me, that's unacceptable. Yes, this was a or not a fan project. This was a party mode style game, but to me, Crash at his core is a platforming mascot, and there is a lot of platforming in this game, so there's no reason that they couldn't have made a single player mode where you had missions to accomplish or something. Like, you don't even need to have a full-on blown adventure mode. You could have just had like single player mode. Crash Bandicoot goes to locations X, Y, and Z to collect MacGuffins A, B, and C to do this, and I would have been fine with that. But now the fact remains that if I ever want to play this game after this update, I'm going to have to play it online, and I'm going to have PlayStation Plus just to play it. You can't just put the disc in and start up the game. You're going to have online, you're going to have PlayStation Plus, and you're going to have to just hope people are still playing it, because you can't play by yourself. So that's it for this video, but since Crash Team Rumble is officially over, I'm going to release a couple tier list videos throughout this week as a farewell to Crash Team Rumble. One of which is going to be an updated version of the characters. I did my first Rumble character tier list, and a lot of people were disagreeing with me. So I'm going to do levels, modes, and characters. And look out for those videos, guys. As always, thank you for watching, commenting, liking. You guys are helping my channel grow, going into the algorithm and all that good stuff. So you take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good night.